Retirement isn't about big houses or pretty views. It's about calm Tuesdays, safe sidewalks, and knowing help is close when it matters. After deep research into crime data, hospital access, and daily livability, we found 10 U.S. towns where seniors don't just live. They settle in. Places with walkable parks, familiar cafes, and emergency care minutes away. Not hype. Researched reality. And the first one starts where the ocean meets quiet streets. 10. Cape Elizabeth, Maine, where lighthouses guard your retirement. Cape Elizabeth feels like the kind of place people discover by accident, then quietly rearrange their lives to stay. Atlantic air rolls in from Casco Bay. Wide lawns stretch across Fort Williams Park, and Portland Head Light stands watch like it's been assigned personal security over your morning walks. Crescent Beach State Park offers long, gentle shoreline paths when your body wants movement without drama, while Two Lights State Park trades sand for cliffside views that make even a short stroll feel cinematic. What seniors love here isn't just the scenery, it's the logistics. You're minutes from Portland's medical corridor, including Maine Medical Center, giving you major emergency and specialty care without living inside city noise. Daily life stays simple. Locals loop waterfront paths, run quick errands, then reset at Rosemont Market and Bakery for bread, pastries, or an easy lunch that somehow feels earned. Crime stays low. Streets feel familiar, and the town layout lets you stack park time, groceries, and coffee into one calm afternoon. Researched safety data consistently places Cape Elizabeth among Maine's most secure communities, and that quiet proximity to trauma care adds confidence most people don't notice until they need it. This is coastal living where your biggest decision before noon is bench or beach. If you think ocean calm is impressive, wait until that same sense of safety drifts inland to the river roads of Elliott, Maine. 9. Elliott, Maine. Quiet river roads and colonial calm. Elliott moves at the pace of the Piscataqua River, slow, steady, and quietly grounding, where tidal water meets old farmland and colonial homes that still shape daily life. Seniors love Elliott because it feels practical, not performative. Regional EMS coverage and quick access to York Hospital mean real peace of mind without big city noise. Most days drift toward the river. Just over in South Berwick, Hamilton House overlooks the Salmon Falls River with formal gardens and short paths that make history walkable. Nearby, Vaughan Woods State Park offers shaded trails for easy movement, while Rate Homestead Farm Museum opens fields and barns for seasonal gatherings that naturally connect neighbors. Crime stays low, roads stay quiet, and errands, river views, and fresh air fit into one calm loop. Researched safety data consistently places this corner of southern Maine among the region's most stable communities, and that blend of rural calm plus nearby medical care explains why retirees settle in and stay. Elliott doesn't try to impress you. It just gives you peaceful mornings, familiar faces, and room to breathe. If river towns feel this relaxed, wait until you see what happens deeper inland in Boxford, Massachusetts. 8. Boxford, Massachusetts. Stone walls, forest trails, and zero chaos. Boxford feels like old New England finally taking a deep breath. Stone walls trace quiet roads. Colonial homes sit back from traffic. And large stretches of protected land keep everything feeling open instead of crowded. Seniors love Boxford because it offers space without isolation. Medical care flows through nearby Leahy Hospital and Medical Center, so serious treatment is close, while mornings still start with birds, not sirens. Daily movement comes easy. Bradley Palmer State Park delivers gentle walking paths through former estate land, while Harold Parker State Forest adds longer shaded trails when you want deeper woods. The Ipswich River offers calm spots for riverside pauses, and Appleton Farms opens wide fields and public trails that make fresh air part of your routine. Crime stays low, roads stay peaceful, and errands don't feel rushed. Researched safety data consistently places Boxford among the North Shore's most stable communities, and that blend of rural quiet plus nearby hospital access explains why retirees put down roots. This is a town where your day fills itself with small wins, a shaded walk, a river pause, a farm trail, then home before traffic even notices you existed. If forest calm feels this grounding, wait until coastal walkability changes the game in Barrington, Rhode Island. 7. Barrington, Rhode Island, Bay Views with a bike path cheat code. Barrington sits along Narragansett Bay, and seniors love it because daily life stays compact, calm, and easy to navigate. Schools, town offices, waterfront parks, and small shops sit close enough that errands quietly turn into exercise. The real cheat code is the East Bay Bike Path, a paved, mostly level route that links neighborhoods straight to green space and town centers. Right off the path, Haynes Memorial State Park opens wide lawns with bay views perfect for slow walks, while Barrington Beach adds an EV shoreline escape. Locals reset at Vienna Bakery, a familiar stop that becomes part of the weekly rhythm. Major hospital care sits close in Providence. Crime stays low, and researched safety data consistently places Barrington among the region's most secure communities. Streets feel orderly, routines feel repeatable, and the town layout quietly supports active aging without effort. Barrington doesn't market retirement. It simply delivers walkable days, waterfront calm, and everyday structure that actually works. If Bay towns feel this balanced, wait until you see how deep the quiet runs in Gloucester, Rhode Island. 6. Gloucester, Rhode Island, forest roads, and a village that still functions. Gloucester Keith feels like Northwest Rhode Island, quietly stepping away from the noise. Wooded hills frame slow back roads. Old mill history hides in the trees, and seniors love it because calm comes standard. Emergency care runs through nearby Landmark Medical Center, giving peace of mind while mornings still start with birds, not traffic. Daily routines lean outdoors. George Washington Memorial State Forest offers gravel roads and marked trails for easy walks or scenic drives, while Pulaski State Park adds picnic areas and lake access when you want fresh air without planning. Locals pull over along Ponagansett Reservoir just to sit with the view or fish a little. When errands or conversation call, everything funnels back into Chepache Village, a compact hub of antique shops, town offices, and familiar stops like Village Bean Cafe. Crime stays low, roads feel unhurried, and researched safety data consistently places Gloucester among Rhode Island's most stable communities. This is nature without isolation, and privacy without disappearing. If forest quiet feels this grounding, wait until lakeside living changes the pace in Avon Lake, Ohio. 5. Avon Lake, Ohio. Lake Erie mornings and paramedics on standby. Avon Lake sits right on Lake Erie, and seniors love it because shoreline calm comes paired with serious emergency readiness. Morning routines often start at Veterans Memorial Park with paved paths, benches, and fishing access. Then roll over to Miller Road Park for easy walking loops close to parking and restrooms. Medical peace of mind comes built in with paramedic level EMS in town and Cleveland Clinic Avon Hospital just minutes away. The old Firehouse Community Center quietly anchors daily life with lunches, fitness classes, transportation help, and regular programs that give the week structure. When it's time to slow things down, locals head to Jake's on the lake, where Lake Erie becomes part of dinner. Crime stays low, streets feel familiar, and researched safety data consistently places Avon Lake among Northeast Ohio's most stable communities. This is lakeside living, where errands, exercise, and healthcare sit in one small radius, making everyday life feel balanced instead of busy. If shoreline calm feels this steady, wait until protected forest changes the pace in Sagamore Hills Township, Ohio. 4. Sagamore Hills Township, Ohio. Living next to a national park without the tourist chaos. Sagamore Hills Township sits beside Cuyahoga Valley National Park, and seniors love it because forest quiet meets everyday convenience. Nature starts at your street corner. Many mornings include a short drive to Brandywine Falls, where paved overlooks make big scenery easy, or a steady walk along the Ohio and Erie Canal Towpath Trail, a mostly level route that turns weekly exercise into habit. Medical care flows through regional systems like Cleveland Clinic Akron General, offering peace of mind without sacrificing suburban calm. Closer to home, Eaton Estates' community center keeps neighbors connected, while the basement sports bar and grill works as the familiar local anchor. Crime stays low, streets feel predictable, and researched safety data consistently places this area among Summit County's most stable communities. This is Forest Edge living, where errands stay simple, healthcare stays close, and your calendar fills with walks instead of traffic. If living beside a national park feels this grounded, wait until wide-open plains change the rhythm in Milliken, Colorado. 3. Milliken, Colorado. Plains living with hospital access built in. Milliken sits out on Weld County's quiet northern plains, where grain elevators, open skies, and irrigation canals still shape the pace of life. And seniors love it because everything feels close without feeling crowded. This is a compact town that functions like a service hub, which means real-world convenience comes standard. Medical care is minutes away at UC Health Greeley Hospital, giving residents fast access to emergency and specialty services while keeping everyday life firmly small town. Most mornings start at Centennial Park and Lake, where paved paths loop past fishing spots and open lawns, making movement feel casual instead of scheduled. The Milliken Senior Center quietly anchors the week with meals, transportation help, and classes that add structure without pressure, while errands and civic buildings sit close enough that fresh air and checklists share the same afternoon. Locals reset between tasks at Mill House Coffee, a familiar Broad Street stop where coffee and baked goods double as community news. Crime stays low, streets feel predictable, and researched safety data consistently places Milliken among Weld County's more stable communities. This is Plains living, where healthcare, parks, and daily routines live inside one manageable radius, making aging feel organized instead of overwhelming. If wide skies and simple logistics feel this steady, wait until historic streets change the rhythm in Nolensville, Tennessee. 2. Nolensville, Tennessee. Historic streets that still work for modern life. Nolensville grew around a 19th century grist mill, and you can still feel that old town logic in how everything fits together. Seniors love Nolensville because daily life actually stays local. The historic district hugs Nolensville Road, which means parks, shops, and restaurants sit close enough that errands don't turn into road trips. Medical access comes through nearby TriStar Stonecrest Medical Center, giving dependable emergency care without pulling you into Nashville traffic. Most mornings start at Nolensville Park, where paved walking trails and open green space make movement feel easy, not forced. A few minutes away, the historic Nolensville feed mill turns old agricultural buildings into shops and gathering spots that naturally pull neighbors together. When it's time for something familiar, locals gravitate to Martin's Barbecue joint, the kind of place where lunch feels like part of the routine. Bigger nature sits close too, with Radnor Lake State Park offering level lakeside trails and wildlife viewing just a short drive away. Crime stays low, streets feel orderly, and researched safety data consistently places Nolensville among the region's more stable communities. This is a town where historic charm meets modern logistics, where healthcare, walking paths, and everyday hangouts live inside one calm radius. If staying local feels this easy, wait until you see what happens when revolutionary history meets walkable streets in Lexington, Massachusetts. 1. Lexington, Massachusetts, where history, safety, and daily routines collide. Lexington is one of those rare towns where history isn't behind glass. It's part of your morning walk. Life centers around Lexington Battle Green, where quiet streets, civic buildings, and local shops all meet, creating a downtown that actually works for everyday living. Seniors love Lexington because everything connects. Medical care runs through nearby Leahy Hospital and Medical Center, giving fast access to major services without giving up small-town calm. Daily movement feels natural along Minuteman National Historical Park, where paved paths and ranger-maintained crossings turn revolutionary landmarks into gentle walking routes, while the Minuteman Bikeway links neighborhoods straight to schools, shops, and cafes. Buckman Tavern sits beside the green as an easy stop for visitors, and locals rely on Wilson Farm for groceries and prepared foods that make errands feel painless. The town's Council on Aging keeps transportation and daily programs running from a dedicated center. Crime stays low, streets feel orderly, and researched safety data consistently places Lexington among Greater Boston's most stable communities. This is a place designed for humans, not traffic, where your day naturally fills with short walks, familiar faces, and dependable care close by. You don't move to Lexington to slow down. You move here because everything finally lines up. And that's exactly why seniors love it. The quiet nobody warned you about. Here's what brochures miss. It's not just parks or paths. It's the quiet. It's walking past Portland Headlight and feeling your shoulders drop. It's watching steam lift off Lake Erie and Avon Lake. It's rolling along the Minuteman Bikeway in Lexington and realizing you haven't checked your phone. Fewer sirens, more hellos. Hospitals close enough you forget they're there. These towns don't sell excitement. They sell lighter days, short walks, familiar faces, calm Tuesdays. That's why seniors stay. And once you see it,